Hello. So it's eggplant time, and we got, no matter what kind of eggplant you have a brown, have a striped eggplant, black eggplant, they all will work in this dish for this recipe, so it's great what nature has to offer. We're also going to chop up some parsley. I got parsley in the water soaking already. You always want to soak herbs in the water. You want to pull them out of the water, and that leaves any debris in the water. And instead of just running under the faucet, I have to tell the people that all the time, they forget. Just don't run under the faucet. We got some chickpeas. I got some lemon juice and also some ground cumin that we're going to be using. First, we're going to cut up our eggplant, and we have our oven preheated at 375 because we're going to roast these lovely eggplant. Some of the skin on the eggplant because it's nice contrast. I already cut the black ones up. There's a white one. Like I said, you can use all black eggplant, whatever you can find. What I'm doing is I'm going in half. There we go, straight down the middle, right? And then what I'm going to do is go into pieces that I'm going to get about 1.5 to 2 inch pieces on my eggplant. So I'm cutting down, depending on the size eggplant that you have, it will vary, but you're talking about 1.5 to 2 inch cubes on our eggplant is what you want to do, okay? Cut all that down, leave the skin on. You can take some of the skin off, but it's going to roast, so we'll have some texture on that, all right? Our eggplant cut up, and we're gonna sprinkle generously with salt. This will take a little extra moisture out of our eggplant, and let that sit for about 5 to 10 minutes. A little extra salt there to bring out the extra liquid. It's not really taking the bitterness out, it's more about taking the extra moisture out, so we'll let that sit for about 5 to 10 minutes after we salted it generously. Our oven's preheated. Do a nice rough chop of our Italian parsley. I'm bunching it up. I've already taken the stems off. And I'm not doing super fine here. I'm just doing a bunch and I'm rolling it a bit and keeping my thumb out of the way. And I'm going to turn it again, and then just that's going to be fine. So kind of a rough chop of our Italian parsley. We're good to go on that. Our drained chickpeas in a bowl. That's a 15-ounce can. We're going to do a little potato masher just to break up our chickpeas a little bit. They don't have to be mashed totally. We're just going to break them up so it's going to be a little easier texture when we mix it in with our eggplant that's going to be cooked. So they're not like roly-poly when you're trying to eat it. Just a little bit of break up. A rough mash is what I want to try to tell you. And of course the skins of the chickpeas are fine. It's a canned chickpea, so they're not like fresh chickpeas. So just like that, just to break it up a little bit. And see how it sticks on there a little bit, but it has a skin on it. It's fine. Okay, there we go. Just a quick like light mash on it, not into submission there, and you're good. It's been sitting about 10 minutes after the salt's on it. We're gonna hit it generously with olive oil, nice and around. That could be up to like a 1/4 cup of olive oil. Nice generous amount of olive oil, and we're also gonna hit it with some pepper. So sprinkle with some pepper all around. Also, we have cumin. So cumin is going to be sprinkled all around the eggplant there, just like that. There's about 1.5 tablespoons of cumin, okay? And you're good. Once again, our oven is preheated, and we're going to get ready to roast this off. Ready to go in the oven. Our oven's preheated at 375. I have a convection oven, so we're going to check that in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. 375, let's see where we're at. And we can see our eggplant is almost there, but it's a little, I want it a little softer, like a soft pillow. So we're going to give it like another 10 minutes. Okay, 10 more minutes we did. It's a total of 30 minutes at 375. And we're looking nice and soft on our eggplant, so we are going to let this cool down before we mix everything together. Okay, here we go. Our eggplant's cooled off, so you want to give it, about 10 minutes to cool off at least. And all our eggplant's going in the bowl. I'm using a non-stick mat here. You can use parchment paper, I forgot to say that, or aluminum foil when you roast your eggplant. Or make sure you have oil in the bottom of the pan so that it doesn't stick. That's what I use on that sheet tray, right? Here's my eggplant. Whoops, I just dropped my spoon. There is my chickpeas in there. Let me get another spoon. There's my chickpeas in there. So we're going to start stirring it all around nicely, folding, and then we're going to put in our parsley. This is a nice side. You could actually eat this at room temperature. It's like kind of like a salad, but you can heat it up a little bit. It's just great. By itself, it's kind of like a snack or a meal on itself because you got your protein from your chickpeas as well. So there's our eggplant all tossed around. Then we're going to put in our lemon juice. There's our lemon juice. Okay. Get that all stirred around. We're going to season it one more time with a little bit of salt and pepper. We already seasoned the eggplant. However, we got the chickpeas in there. So we want to make sure we season all that. A little bit more, a little salt and pepper. We'll taste it in a minute. And then we're going to drizzle in our olive oil. Now the olive oil we're going to drizzle in is a couple tablespoons. As long as it looks wet and moist, you're good. You don't want to have it too soggy, but you want to see that nice shine of your olive oil that's in there with the eggplant, and you're going to be good. So totally, we're going to see here and taste it and see where we're at. A little taste. Find out where we are, and we can always adjust the seasoning. You want to have some acid, and you want to have the salt and the pepper coming out. Also, you can taste the cumin in there, and also the flavor is going to meld as it sits a little bit, either in the fridge or out in room temperature, and you're good. Okay, mix that all around. It's great. Very nice. See that all mixing in there? That's what you want. And you can always add a little more lemon to it if you like. That's your choice. Great. There we have it. A nice eggplant and chickpeas. Definitely a Mediterranean influence there, but nice for this time of year, either by itself, as a side dish, you name it.